Welcome back to the channel. Glad you could make it here. Nice to see your shining face. Today we're talking about the Switch OLED and I guess what I think about this puppy. Alright, let's talk Switch OLED. First of all, the OLED screen. Here's a little Ninja Turtles action. Not the best display of the display, but I think you know what I mean. Colors are vibrant. My biggest issue out of the box, let me see if I can find this setting, is it comes on like a vibrant mode. Get that crap off. This is the first thing you need to do. Get straight into the menu. You go down to System. Don't go down to System. Why can't I find this? Why is it so hard to find? And then they go and hide it in the menu. Like, how the hell are you supposed to find stuff? Hold, please. There it is. Bastards. Okay. Right under USB keyboard, it's called Console Screen Colors. This setting will not affect the DV on your mode. So when you go into this bad boy, there's Vivid. And the Vivid mode, dude, the colors are completely washed out. It's like totally oversaturated. It reminds me of the old Samsung phones. I know everybody likes it at first, but it's fatiguing to the eye, and you definitely don't want your video game screaming at you the whole time. So turn that shit off immediately. Next thing you want to do, I don't know if you necessarily are planning on buying digital games or not, but either way, I would recommend getting a SD card. You'll notice that the SD card's actually hidden in the back of the machine, very similar to an old laptop from Microsoft. I picked up it's a GoPro themed, it's called the Team Group Go. This little tiny guy. You don't have to get this one. This was actually the best price from a brand that makes hard drives that I like. You don't have to get this exact one. It was the best price for $256 from what I would consider to be a reputable brand. Team Group makes solid state hard drives, or solid state drives for laptops and computers, so it's a brand that I trust. I would recommend sticking with a good brand, a reputable brand that you trust. What's the next thing you should do? Well, if your unit's like mine, look out for any weird defects. This one has a completely wobbly rail on just the left side, and I don't know if you can hear that. Might need headphones, but this side doesn't do it at all. Totally stiff. So, you know, demand and supply and all that stuff, I didn't really mess with it. Everything works fine. It's doing its job, so I didn't mess with that too much. Not super worried about it. My plan is to get different controllers for this anyway, because I have big hands and I want to not be cramped all the time, you know, with my fingers curved in a very weird position at all times. It's perfect for traveling. I have my old case and stuff from my original Switch that I bought years ago at launch. Fits right in the case, has no issues. As far as portability, weight, I dig it. Coming from the smaller one, the Lite, this didn't feel like so much heavier to me that this wasn't mobile enough for me to bring. Another test for me is being able to palm it real easy. And I thought that this would be too big for me to just palm real quick and grab and pick up and carry from room to room, but it isn't. It's actually perfect. And I wouldn't say I have massive hands, but I definitely have bigger hands. So super stoked on this. Totally fits in my hands, both of them, and I'm able to carry it around the house. Let's talk to Kickstand. Kickstand, oh my god, what an improvement. Like, why did they never do this before? It's like 1,000 times better. It can go at like any angle. It's, I think, aluminum, super sturdy, sits right on top of anything at whatever angle you want. Works like a dream. Like, I don't even know how it's perfect. I don't know why this wasn't made this way in the first place. Let's talk about the screen, the OLED screen. I talked about the sharpness of the smaller screen being a selling point, and it is. But the weird thing about the way that the OLED technology works and the way that each individual pixel lights and so on and so forth, you almost can't tell. Like, I have almost as hard of a time finding pixels on this one as I did on the smaller one. So there's some weird voodoo going on, or wizardry, if you will, going on inside the OLED panel technology. So it looks very sharp. Actually, it looks reasonably sharp, and considering how much smaller the bezels are, it is absolutely fantastic. I don't know any other words. It works. It's great. I enjoy playing games on it. And once you change that color profile to standard, way better on the eyes. Even at full brightness, almost no fatigue. And yeah, that's it. All right, real quick, let's talk about games. First-party titles, just like the last video, epic. Just picked up the other day on a sale, Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle. I believe there's a new one on its way out, so look out for discounts. I got this in the store for $10 instead of 60. Fantastic deal. Haven't played it yet. I'll get into it. Been playing Luigi's Mansion lately. That game is the most beautiful game on Switch, hands down. Let's talk about value. $350. Is it worth it? Well, if you're looking at getting one console to rule them all, 100% it's worth it. Are you looking for something strict strictly mobile and you want to be able to play Switch games and be in that first party world, Mario and Rabbids and all these things that are only exclusive to the Nintendo world, do it. 100%, totally worth it. Would I get it over the cheaper one? $50 to me is not worth it. If you are going to spend $300 on that other one with the worst screen, and it's not a terrible screen, but it's smaller and like you know the difference when you're looking at it. The creature comforts, like the kickstand being better, the bigger internal memory at 64 gigs instead of 32 makes a massive difference if you also can't fit in your budget to buy accessories right away. So this is a killer deal. I mean, it really, really, really is a killer deal. I would get it if you're looking to have a one and done console, right? If you buy an Xbox One S or Xbox Series S, I'm sorry, you're talking about spending $300 to get way higher fidelity at 1080p. I mean, the games will be much more detailed. There's a lot more going on in that, but you are tethered to the house. You're stuck with a TV only. So if you want the flexibility, or you come from a background of a 3DS or any kind of handheld gaming, this is the only way to get console gaming on the couch and be able to also have your mobile experience. And let's not even start with traveling, right? After COVID and 2 years of being in the house, people are going out, they're camping, they're leaving the house, they're going back to the office. So this is going to be the only way right now until Steam Decks and some of these Neos and things drop in price from $1,500 or just not being available at all, for you to be able to get your hands on one. Right now, the Switch OLEDs are completely back in stock at Best Buy. I think we went 3 months without them. I got one right when they came back on sale, so they should be available as of the date of this video. And those are all my thoughts. I don't know what else to hit. If you got any questions about the Switch OLED or the difference between the two, please put a comment below. I would absolutely love to answer those questions for you in the comments or make a second video. More than likely that I'll do another video kind of talking about the contrast between the two and which one I would pick for which person. As of right now, this is the winner overall. If you need that mobile experience and you also need that console experience, the accessory market is crazy for this Switch, right? All the Switch OLED stuff, for the most part, is all going to be the same as the regular Switch stuff, except for cases. This one is a tiny bit wider. Outside of that, most of your accessories, controllers, all the cool stuff is probably going to work. So just make sure to check that. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I appreciate you for coming, fam. And do me a favor, really want to start growing this channel. If you can hit that bell, if you can subscribe, if you can share this video among anything, that would help me the most to get more people this information. As always, keep it nerdy. Have a great day. Peace.